Hey everyone, today I'm going to be creating a neutral beige blonde. To do so, I'm going to be doing a balayage retouch application while also creating dimension to give her a really low maintenance style. Beige blonde end results are a universally flattering color because they live somewhere in between a cool tone and a warm tone. Pro tip before sectioning, I like to prime my client with porosity equalizing spray. This cuts down on static and allows me to have maximum control throughout my color application. Now I'm going to begin sectioning our client. First step is to find our client's natural parting. I like to comb the hair straight back and gently push the hair forward to let the hair live exactly where it wants to. One thing I want to keep in mind with our client's hair is also her vellus hair around her face. To isolate these hairs, I like to take a small section of hair around her face and just gently shake it. As you guys can see, these hairs will fall out of that section. Leaving these vellus hairs out will give us a very natural end result and avoid spottiness when applying the color. From the natural fall, I'm going to connect this point to the corner of her ear. Now I'm going to divide this triangular section into two quadrants. To begin our application, I'm starting in the back right quadrant. I'm going to be utilizing diagonal back partings. I'm splitting this back quadrant into two sections. We'll begin this application by hand painting our balayage retouch. When surface painting, I like to make sure I'm taking a dense enough section. I like to not be able to see my hand through the hair, especially on somebody with really fine hair. I'm using Simply Blonde clay lightener and 20 volume developer mixed at a 1:2 ratio. This is a perfect consistency for hand painting. I like to use a clean, dry brush to flick away any unwanted product and make sure my blend is perfect. Holding my brush flat to the section assures that the product is not penetrating the section too much, creating spottiness. Since we're only doing a retouch, I'm leaving the ends out because they're already the level we're running to achieve. For our low light, I'm taking a thin slice directly above my hand-painted section. For my low light formula, I'm using Kenra Color Demi-Permanent. 3 parts 8GB, 1 part 10V, mixing this at a 1:2 ratio with 9 volume activator. I added 10V to my formula to control warmth while also staying on our beige color palette. Tension and over direction are really important when hand painting. I like to position my section slightly towards the shoulder. This is going to give me a very seamless and natural blend. As we begin working on the front section, this is a great opportunity for us to go ahead and isolate those vellus hairs by just gently removing them from the section. Again, this will assure that our blend is even and seamless. As you guys can see in this front section, we have a lot of different dimension. You can see these higher peaks of light. I'm going to pick these light pieces out to incorporate them into a low light. Before we apply our clay lightener, I'm going to apply our low light formula. Applying this first will allow me to work cleanly and efficiently throughout the rest of this section. So I clip this low light out of the way so I can paint without the foil disrupting my application. I like to begin painting in the midsection of the hair and then work my way up by feathering the clay lightener towards the scalp. To assure we have a clean application of color on this panel, I like to lift it up and make sure that the underside of this section is clean. I love utilizing surface painting because it allows me to get a highlight and a low light all in one application. As we paint this section by the hairline, I'm going to bring my lightener slightly higher towards the exterior of her look around her face. This is going to add a lot of lightness and really complement her facial structure. Now I'll do the same thing on the opposite side. Another thing to keep in mind when low lighting for a blonde is porosity. I've incorporated 10V into our low light formula to soften our transition from a level 10 to a level 8. When dry brushing for a seamless blend, I like to wipe off any excess product on my glove to assure my brush stays nice and clean. As we're assessing this section and deciding exactly where we want to place our low light, it's also great to keep in mind that we're working towards the temple. This is a great opportunity for us to customize depth that we place in this section where it might typically be kind of shallow. To assure that my clay lightener is fully processed, I like to take the section I painted last and break that apart, I'm looking for pale yellow undertones that are going to be perfect when using our beige rapid toner. After a color service and before a toning service, I love to use our Detox and Deflex shampoo, as this is going to give me the perfect clean canvas before toner. The Detox and Deflex shampoo gently clarifies. This will give me the cleanest canvas to accept a toner. When selecting the appropriate rapid toner, it's important to take a look at what underlying pigment is being exposed when lifting. I am using the beige rapid toner because I see a lot of yellow underlying pigment exposed. This is going to neutralize that, giving me the perfect neutral beige end result. Before applying my rapid toner, I like to gently towel dry the hair to remove excess moisture so the color can apply evenly. To make sure my color processes evenly, I'm going to prime the hair with porosity equalizing spray. Before toning, I like to section the head into 3 different sections. This will allow me to work cleanly and efficiently while applying the rapid toner. I like to begin my application in the back section. This is where a lot of the warmth tends to live. This will allow that to process a little bit longer. I'm focusing on the balayage retouch area and the mids, as those are generally the warmest areas. One of my favorite tools in the Kenra Color portfolio is rapid toners. These are demi-permanent shades that process within 5 minutes or less. I love using these for a quick toning service. Today I'm using our new beige rapid toner. This is perfect for anyone with yellow underlying pigment to give a neutral beige end result. This is a great addition to the rapid toner family, as this gives a very neutral beige end result, whereas silver violet and violet pearl rapid toners give a very cool end result. The beige rapid toner is mixed at a 1:2 ratio with 9 volume activator. To prolong the processing time of rapid toners, feel free to dilute them with demi-permanent clear. You can use a bowl and a brush to apply rapid toners. I prefer a bottle. This allows me to quickly and cleanly apply the color. With the beige rapid toner, I'm looking for most of my yellow undertones to be neutralized. When I know those are neutralized, the color is ready to be rinsed. And the result is a gorgeous neutral beige blonde.